Greetings. In this series, I'm going to follow the bushfire offence. I'm going to follow legal proceedings to discover what happened in these bushfire cases. As a member of the public and in following these cases, I will only use publicly available information. You can essentially do the same thing. I'm a non-party to the proceedings. I'm not a solicitor involved in the case, and I'm not the police. I am just a face in the courtroom gallery. I acknowledge the Wanneroo people as the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which I'm making this on. I'm making this in the Maitland area in the Hunter Valley in New South Wales. I usually follow cases from the Hunter Valley, mostly because it's my local community and it's easier to access the courts here. You will notice as I follow cases, I don't use the person's real name. It just avoids privacy and defamation issues. What I'm really just wanting to focus on is the legal proceedings rather than the individuals anyways. To start, some context. In Australia, we have bushfires. It's the beginning of the 2023-24 summer. In New South Wales, it's starting to dry, and we've had a dry winter. We've had a couple of years of record flooding prior. And before that, we went through a hot, dry period where we had the Black Summer bushfires, which was the 2019-2020 season. We lost people, we lost firefighters, we lost homes, we lost heaps of wildlife, and huge areas of the bush burnt. You'll all remember that thick haze that hung around for months. Well, after a few floods, we're going to a dry period again, and the bushfires are around even before the season has commenced. I'm based in the Hunter Valley, so I'm going to follow cases from the local area, in particular bushfires from the Cessnock area. I'll admit it's going to be a challenge to stay focused because I have had a personal experience with bushfires. I grew up in Port Stephens and we had bushfires all the time threatening our home. A lot of people have had experiences with bushfires in Australia. To be honest, I can't wrap my head around why people choose this crime. I won't dive too deep into the criminology of the offence, but I will touch on it. There's heaps of criminology material if you're interested. I'm not a journalist. In this series, I'm not trying to replicate what the journalists do. In fact, if you want news stories, best change the channel because the journos will articulate the news quicker and better than I. This series is my contribution to the overall conversation about bushfires in New South Wales. Let's see how I go.